Und sie kam, um mich zu retten. Könnte das sein als... Was bedeuten würde, dass Kyoko... Sie hat jemanden für mich getötet?
もういいだろう。無駄話は終わりだ。そろそろ結論を出すぞ。
ちょっと待って。間違わないで。私は犯人じゃない。
まさかお前の往生際がそこまで悪いとはな。
だけど私が犯人じゃないってことはあなたが一番よく知っているはずよ。そうでしょう、戸上くん。
俺がだと？
Was? Byakuya sollte es besser als alle anderen wissen? Was bedeutet das? Hallo? Sie hat ihren Schlüssel zu ihrem Zimmer nicht gehabt. Ha? Ha? Ha?
今の言葉はどういう意味だ？
そのままの意味よ。私が犯人じゃないということはあなたが一番よく知っているはず。
戸上っち、なんか隠してんのか？
白夜様が私に隠し事するわけないじゃない。
キリギ、お前が犯人ではない根拠があるとでも言うのか？
さっきのあなたたちの推理だ。私は武道場のロッカーに証拠を隠し、その鍵を自分の部屋に置いたらしいわね。本当に私にそんなことができたのかしら。
Moment. Kyoko gab ihren Zimmerschlüssel an Byakuya, nicht wahr? Das bedeuten würde...
今の言葉は
そのままの意味よ。私が犯人じゃないということはあなたが一番よく知って
戸上っち、なんか
白夜様が私に隠し。
キリギ、
お前が犯人ではない根拠が
あるとでも言うのか？
Ich hoffe mal, das reicht jetzt aus.
さっきのあなたたちの推理だ。私は武道場のロッカーに証拠を隠し、その鍵を自分の部屋に置いたらしいわね。本当に私にそんなことができたのかしら。
今の言葉はどういう意味？
そのままの意味よ。私が犯人じゃないということは
Nein!
あなたが一番よく知っているはず。
Verdammt! Finger nicht rechtzeitig losgekriegt.
白夜様が私に隠し事す。
キリギ、
お前が犯人ではない根拠が
あるとでも言うのか？
さっきのあなたたちの推理だ。私は武道場のロッカーに証拠を隠し、その鍵を自分の部屋に置いて、本当に私にそんなことができたのかしら。
今の言葉はどういう？
そのままの意味よ。私が犯人じゃないということは。
Ach, verdammt war es doch nicht. Ich bin echt nicht gut manchmal in diesem Spiel. Vor allem in den letzten Kapiteln, da bin ich echt kacke. Jedes Mal.
そのままの意味よ。私が犯人じゃないということはあなたが一番よく知っているはず。
戸上っち、なんか隠してんのか？
白夜様が私に隠し事するわけないじゃない。
キリギ、お前が犯人ではない根拠があるとでも言うのか？
さっきのあなたたちの推理だ。私は武道場のロッカーに証拠を隠し、その鍵を自分の部屋に置いたらしいわね。本当に私にそんなことができたのかしら。
Ah, ich weiß, ich muss eigentlich so sicher denken.
今の言葉はどういう意味だ？
そのままの私が犯人、あなたが一番。戸上っち、白夜様が
キリギ、あるとでも。
さっきのあなた、私は武道場のロッカー、その鍵を自分の部屋に置いたらしいわね。本当に私にそんなことができたのかしら。
Oh, ich glaube, der war's.
今の言葉は
そのままの意味よ。私が犯人じゃないということはあなたが一番。
戸上っち、なんか
白夜様が私に隠し。
キリギ、
お前が犯人
Jo,
それは違うよ。
das war's.
キリギリさんは自分の部屋には入れなかったはず。
自分の部屋に入れなかったってどうして？
だってキリギリさんは自分の部屋の鍵を戸上くんに預けたままだったんだよ。
そうか、そういうことか。俺がお前の部屋の鍵を持っているということは。
鍵を持ってない私は自分の部屋に入ることができない。 つまり自分の部屋に武道場の鍵を置くことは不可能だ。そうでしょ？
確かにそうなるな。
やっと分かってくれたみたいね。
Nein, das ist eigentlich nicht wahr. Es gibt einen klaren Widerspruch in dem, was Kyoko uns erzählt. Eine ziemlich offensichtliche Lüge. Aber das passt nicht zu ihr. Dass sie versucht, sich selbst zu retten mit so einer verzweifelten Lüge. Fühlt sie sich wirklich so bedroht? Weil sie der Killer ist? Oder gibt es etwas anderes? Gibt es eine tiefere Bedeutung mit dem, was Kyoko zuvor sagte? Wenn ihr für mich stimmt und ich sterbe, wird das Mysterium dieser Schule für immer verborgen bleiben. Deswegen kann ich das nicht zulassen. Das ist eine Falle vom Mastermind, der er für uns ausgelegt hat. Die Falle des Masterminds. Der Mastermind versucht, Kyoko in die Falle zu locken? Aber was, wenn das nicht wirklich wahr ist? Was kann ich tun? Was soll ich tun? Was sollte ich... Das ist der Moment, wo wir das Bad Ending erreichen können. Die Falle des Masterminds. Das Opfer war Mukuro. Und Kyoko hat sie getötet? Was weiß Kyoko wirklich? Was soll ich tun? Kyokos Lüge. Ich bin der Einzige, der weiß, dass es eine Lüge ist. Ich bin der Einzige, der sie aufdecken kann. Aber wem kann ich vertrauen? Was soll ich tun? Die Falle des Masterminds. Wenn du die ganze Zeit nur damit verbringst, Gefahren zu verbergen, wirst du dich niemals voranwagen können. Wir kennen die Gefahr. Aber wenn das Risiko bedeutet, dass wir dieses Mysterium lösen, haben wir keine andere Wahl. Oder hab ich nicht recht? Was soll ich tun? Ich muss es hier und jetzt entscheiden. Und Kyokos Lüge aufdecken. Ob ich Kyokos Lüge aufdecke.
今のキリギリさんの言葉には嘘があるよ。
嘘だと？
そうだよね、キリギリさん。
そう言うからには聞かせてもらうわよ。私の言葉のどこに嘘があるのか。
Kyoko lügt definitiv. Und das muss sein, weil sie... Es gibt eine tiefere Wahrheit, die sie verbergen will. Ich glaube, das war jetzt der Punkt, wo ich jetzt richtig abfüllen kann zum Bad Ending.
私の部屋の鍵は戸上君に預けたままだったわ。間違いないわよね。
確かにその通りだ。
つまり私は自分の部屋には入れなかったわよ。
それは違うよ。いや、キリギリさんは自分の部屋に入れたはずだよ。それはキリギリさん自身も言ってたよね。
Können wir ihre Sterbeszene sehen. Ich benutzte Monokumas geheimes Gerät, welches jedes Schloss in der Schule öffnen kann. Was?
モノクマの秘密道具？
キリギリさんが学園長室から盗み出した学園内の全ての鍵を開けられる道具だよ。それを使えばキリギリさんは自分の部屋に入れたはずなんだ。
どうやらここまでのようね。
認めるんだな、自分の罪を。
いいえ、私は自分の負けを認めただけよ。どういう意味？たとえ罠だとしても、その罠から抜け出せなかった以上は私の負け。そういう意味よ。
じゃあもしかして本当にキリギリさんは犯人じゃ。
はい、タイムアップです。 残念だけど時間切れ。終わり終わり。学級裁判は終わりだよ。
タイムアップなんておかしいよ。だって今まで一度もそんなことを。
ギリギリさんが遅刻したせいだよ。そのせいで時間が押してんの。というわけでそろそろ投票タイムといきましょうか。もう来るは決まりきってるけどね。うぷうぷぷぷぷぷ。
Bad Ending voraus! Keine Sorge, wir machen nachher alles noch gut gleich. Aber rein, um euch das Todesende von Kirigiri zu zeigen. Good job! You got it right! Brilliantly right! We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko? I've prepared an express. Spreche ich dir schon wieder in deinen Text, Monokuma? Okay. Das ist das einzige Punishment, wo angeblich der Mörder nicht mehr viel zu sagen hat. Daran sieht man, dass da irgendwas faul an der Sache ist. So. Jetzt kriegen wir unseren Game Over Screen. Nein, Quatsch. Finde ich sogar sehr gut gelöst mit dem Ende, wenn man das Falsche wählt. Weil man denkt sich, oh scheiße, ich muss den ganzen Class Trial nochmal machen. Nachsitzen! Es ist übrigens das erste Mal, dass ich Kirigiri so verängstigt gesehen habe. Und ein bisschen blass um die Nase. Oder eher pink oder lila. Oder blau. Not so sure. Das ist die einzige Todesszene, die sie nicht wirklich zeigen. Und so kam das Class... ach ja, ich wollte ja Englisch. And that's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba come to an end. I still had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent or not. Regardless, the truth was lost forever, even for me. I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial. And in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Peace, but only inside the school. Peace, but only for us. That was the only hope we had. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope?
いや、違う。
Nein, ist es nicht. Weil es würde bedeuten, sie haben sich in die Schule einsperren lassen und Naekis Kinder waren auch, also Naekis Mutter von seinem Kind war auch die Mutter von Yasuhiros Kind und das ist widerlich. Ha?
Naegi, nani o botto shite iru? Kirigiri no shuchou ni hanron wa nai no ka?
Das finde ich cool gemacht, wenn du den Fehler machst, kommst du einfach zurück an der Stelle, wo du den Fehler gemacht hast. Ihre Behauptung? Oh, das ist stimmt. Ich muss... sollte ich Kyokos Lüge offenbaren oder nicht? Ja, und da waren wir ja stehen geblieben. Also das kann man ja... Sie hat nicht Unrecht. Ich muss das sehr vorsichtig durchdenken. Was soll ich tun? Ich muss richtig entscheiden oder... Ja, wir lassen das einfach mal fallen. Ich habe meine Entscheidung getroffen. Ich muss an Kyoko glauben. Sie hat niemals jemanden umgebracht. Es muss ein Geheimnis geben, das mit der Falle des Masterminds zu tun hat, die Kyoko erwähnt hat.
どうした？誰も反応はないのか？キリギリの主張を認めるということか？そうか。認めざるを得ないようだな。キリギリの個室に武道場のロッカーの鍵を置いたのはキリギリではなく他の誰かだったということか。
でも他の誰かって
キリギリッチの部屋の鍵を持ってたのはトガミッチなんだよな。
何言ってんのよ。
だが俺にはアリバイがある。夜時間以降はお前たちとずっと一緒だったはずだ。植物庭園での殺人もキリギリの部屋に鍵を置くことも俺には不可能だ。
じゃあキリギリッチの部屋に武道場の鍵を置いたのって。
考えられる可能性は一つだけだ。あらかじめ自分が持っていた鍵をあたかもその場で見つけたようなふりをした。
Was?
それって苗木のことだよね。
Ja klar, ich weiß, sag ich doch.
そうとしか考えられまい。
ちょっと待ってよ。そうじゃないって。もう一度考えてみようよ。この事件には何か裏があるはずなんだ。
あ？裏？
そもそもこの学級裁判自体がおかしいんだよ。みんなだってそう思うでしょ。正体不明だった戦場ムクロが急に死体で現れて、しかもその学級裁判が行われるなんて。それにキリギリさんも言ってただろ、黒幕の罠だって。だからきっとこれは。
はい、タイムアップです。時間切れ。学級裁判は終わり。だから
なんだよ時間切れって。
どういうこと？タイムアップなんておかしいよ。だって今まで一度もそんなこと。
キリギリさんが遅刻したせいだよ。そのせいで時間が押してんの。というわけでそろそろ投票タイムといきましょうか。お前らお手元のスイッチで投票してください。
投票タイム。
Ich hab echt abgelost.
さて投票の結果黒となるのは誰なのか。その答えは正解なのか不正解なのか。
ちょっと待てよ。
さあどうなんだ。
Hey. Ich sage euch, das wird von Spiel zu Spiel bei Danganronpa eh immer schlimmer. Immer. Wenn man schon denkt, das ist grausam. Muss man mal Danganronpa 3, die erste Episode spielen. Oh, das war grausam. Ich glaub, you think I'm the killer? Sorry, man. Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Byakuya glaubt's nicht. Everyone, you're all wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it. Good. Warte, falsche Stimme. Good job, everyone. Good job? Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense! It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way. It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment! Wait, why do I... Kyoko?
許してもらおうとは思わないわ。すべて私の責任だから。
Kyoko?
では張り切っていきましょう。お仕置きタイム。
Ist jetzt im Prinzip dasselbe Punishment wie bei Kyoko, nur ein bisschen mit einem anderen Ausgang. Jo, ganz groß ein bisschen anderen Ausgang. Finde ich ein bisschen unkreativ, dass man hier dasselbe Ende genommen hat, also dasselbe Punishment-Dingens, aber okay. Es gibt auch ganz viele, also es gibt so ein Artbook oder so, da werden die Punishments von anderen Klassenkameraden beschrieben, so getreu dem Motto, was wäre, wenn die jetzt einen Mord begangen hätten. Fand ich sehr interessant und ich glaube, da hatte auch irgendeiner von Kyoko oder Makoto ein alternatives Punishment. Also es sind auch hin und wieder mal Alternativen mit dabei. Schade, dass es das in Deutschland nicht gibt. Schade, dass ich kein Japanisch kann. So hätte ich es lesen können. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alter Ego! Girl! Das war jetzt nicht gerade clever, weil er hätte sich bei dem Sturz das Genick brechen können. Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
これは
Alter Ego. Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it up to hell! I don't believe this!
どうやら
It seems you have finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning. What was that?
つまり
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit in a way that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Ich liebe sein Pu 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 Pu. Is he gone? Hey Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
落ち着いて
It's okay. We are not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
つまり
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
なんだと
What are you talking about?
それは
You will understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like a school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-founded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. Which hundreds of years of traditions, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was bad to raise hope and the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. 1. You have to already be attending high school. 2. You have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary school a student could enroll here. The only way in is if you are scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. Spiel, du hast dich jetzt nicht resettet, oder? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on the top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Oh gut, nichts resettet. Finally, I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So, I can't give up now. For myself, and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. Kleines Easter Egg von ganz am Anfang. That's a rocket and a tank. I'd better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Wahrscheinlich wegen dem Ultimate Pilot. Oh, guck mal, da ist ein Tisch. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. Sonst noch irgendwelche Wünsche hier? Nö. Also, auf an die Tür! To the door! Raddel, raddel! It's locked. Noch mehr locked! No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. And there's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. Also Sanchi würde jetzt sagen, friss trotzdem. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I felt like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I will never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. What the... The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Na dann, kramen wir mal im Müll rum, Leute. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
ちょっと
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
ひどい匂いね
So schön mit einer Rahmenfrisur. Kyoko,
ええ
you look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
それは
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit garbage in your hair. Heimlich! She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
ね
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you are finished. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Phew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So, you still haven't given up, then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
ふーん
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Ja, Kyoko, du hast dich den Müll runterwerfen lassen. But Kyoko, why did you come to rescue me?
それは
To pay a debt, or no, to atone. Atone?
あなたは
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew.
ええ
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you.
私は
I abandoned you. Don't say that! You didn't abandon me! No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
だけど
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
そうね
I will tell you. I will tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
つまり
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So, you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Yeah.
That's right. At least I did once. Once?
私は
Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then, is it really true? You lost your memory? Do
苗木
you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? First thing. You are talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
そうよ
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
どうやら
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
ね
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
そうよ
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
でも
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. Hast du fein gemacht, Kyoko. Genauso wie meine Katze gerade hier ganz fein liegt. Ne, Schatzi? But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help?
なんで
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
そう
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
でも
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
僕は全部知っているはずだ。僕の目的はここから出ることじゃない。ここに残ることなんだ。
It's just like the dream I had before, but why did it just happen?
ね
Are you okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
ね
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
そう
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you are not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. No? You said you had a reason for doing all that investigation on your own. So, how did it turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
それは
I think there's still a lot I don't remember. But at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My
私は
ability. What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective?
そう
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who?
それは
It was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find a headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
つまり
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad. Is Hope Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
私は
I will find a way.
Eh?
Huh?
私
No
は
matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
必ず
No matter the cost.
あのさ
Kyoko, what's going on?
私は
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
だけど
But listen, Makoto. I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
それは
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
そう
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
ええ
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Makuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Herrgott, noch eins. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
そう
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see the headmaster really did have... so you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there?
だけど
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is,
私は
the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
それは
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you will get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous. So, können wir jetzt gehen?
だ
Of
けど
course. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mokuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
でも
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you are right. But that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then, who did kill her?
とにかく
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
ええ
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
そう
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
そうよ
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
つまり
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? It makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
ね
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Ooh! I could have become the victim?
ええ
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean during the night?
私は
I can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this,
とにか
which
く
is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
そう
Nein, mehr Infos. Ja, too much information und so. I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
だけど
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but it led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
そう
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. Es gibt mehrere Teile. Also es gibt... Das ist der erste Teil, der richtig erste Teil von Danganronpa. Dann gibt es noch Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Hope's Peak Academy oder so heißt das. Dann gibt es noch Teil 3. Der ist sehr lustig. Also in Anführungsstrichen sehr lustig. Und dann gibt es noch einen Ableger davon. Da spielt Naekis Schwester mit. Also da hat Naekis Schwester die Hauptrolle. Und der heißt Danganronpa Ultimate Despair Girls oder so. Das ist eher so ein Shooter als wie eine Visual Novel im Groben und Ganzen. Ich bin mir auch nicht sicher, ob ich diesen Shooter wirklich im Stream spielen will, weil Shooter echt nicht mein Ding sind. So, all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
ええ
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? Mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you cause they couldn't interfere, right?
そう
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
つまり
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
内
Just a
軸
little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There is no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think Fernbedienung? Bitte? Danke? But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not? If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You are talking about
そう
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever is responsible for that, they are the ultimate despair.
どうやら
That despicable group whose only purpose motivation comes from despair. Then they are,
ええ
make no mistake, they are the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Oh, ich habe Kapitel 5 endlich abgeschlossen. Oh, alter Schwede, war das jetzt noch viel zu lesen. Alter Schwede. Yay! Genau, das ist ein Megafon, was modifiziert wurde von Future Foundation. Five Alive! So heißt so heißt die Trophäe. So, System. Return to Main Menu. Ja, ist okay. Ja, jedenfalls, das war's mit diesem Kapitel. Ich glaube, das Ende werden wir am 31. sehen. Zu meinem Silvester-Stream. Ja, es geht noch weiter. Das ist jetzt nur das Ende von Kapitel 5. Es gibt noch Kapitel 6. Da werden wir alles rausfinden. Also alles, ziemlich alles. Wie gesagt, am 31. Dezember werde ich wahrscheinlich Danganronpa im Neujahresstream oder besser gesagt im Silvesterstream komplett durchzocken und dann vielleicht noch ein anderes Spiel anspielen oder weiterspielen oder je nachdem. Für heute war's das. Wir können gerne also ich kann dir gerne irgendwann mal noch mehr über Danganronpa erzählen. Ich habe mich da so reingelesen in die Materie. Es ist echt interessant. Es ist auch echt schwer, sich die ganze Chronologie mal richtig reinzuziehen, also auch von den Spielen. Vor allem, wenn man die Animes noch mit in Betracht zieht, weil da sind dann plötzlich diese ganzen Danganronpa 3, diese Animes, diese zwei, dieses Setsubo-Side und dieses Hope-Side. Da hat man dann einmal Blicke in die Vergangenheit und dann hat man plötzlich Blicke weit in die Zukunft. Deswegen ist ein bisschen complicated, aber ich kann es euch gerne noch ein bisschen aufdröseln. Für heute war es das erstmal mit der ganzen Verzweiflung hier. Ich verzweifle regelmäßig. Ich danke euch fürs Zusehen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao!